What if the one thing holding you back isn't your program, but your pride? In this week's vlog, Garrett breaks down his pre-workout stack, but this episode is about more than just supplements. It's about staying teachable. I've been in the gym for years, but real growth came when I got out of my own way. I still work with trainers to fine-tune every rep, every movement, every little detail, because progress lives in the micro. Ego builds walls. Curiosity builds muscle. Let's get into it.
Necklace, is that all right?
Yeah, the necklace looks great.
Like when it's like up in my shirt and my neck, like it touches my vocal cords and fucks up the mics.
You sound like Notorious B.I.G.
I guess. What's up guys, it's Garrett. I've been a UXO athlete for 3 years. Love it on this team. I've been in the fitness industry for about 15 years. Been a competitive bodybuilder for 12 of those years. So I'm here with the team today. We're gonna be training some shoulders. So we're gonna mix up my little pre-workout. So first we have M777. Currently I'm doing 1 scoop so far. The 2 scoops is just a little much for me for just a shoulder day. So this gives me just enough to get me going. Currently, been doing 10 grams of creatine a day. A lot of new studies coming out about creatine. First 5 grams go into the muscles. The next 5 grams, hopefully crossing the blood-brain barrier, helping a little bit more with the cognitive benefits of creatine. And then because it is summer, it's hot, we are using a lot of electrolytes right now. We'll put about 1.5 scoops of electrolytes in here, make sure we stay hydrated. And then because we are training shoulders, we're also taking pump action. Always kind of more beneficial on the smaller muscle groups. You're gonna notice it a lot more. And that is my current pre-workout stack for most days.
What I really like about training with Garrett, he always makes things unique, engaging different parts of the muscles. It's like, I've been lifting for years, guys, and it's always good to have someone who is a trainer kind of revisit like what you're doing, show you things that you could be doing incorrectly, just bad habits you picked up throughout the years, kind of have that corrective intervention and reset yourself.
Something I've been starting my shoulder days with currently is my rear delts. I feel like it just kind of warms up my shoulders a little more gently than doing lateral raises or presses first. Kind of gets blood in there a little bit safer. And as you train for longer and longer, sometimes joints become a little more sensitive. For me, that's my shoulder. We're gonna be doing some what we call like feeder sets. We're trying to conserve as much energy as possible for our top sets, the sets that actually count. We want just enough to kind of prime the nervous system to get it ready to lift heavy, so you can save those for the top sets and really put on more muscle, better strength. That's a little better, right?
There you go, yep.
There you go.
6?
Yep. 2, 1. We're doing a lateral raise variation that I like. So we're gonna be on cables, slight incline. We're gonna go 8 reps out to the side, parallel with our body. And we're gonna go 8 reps, about a 45-degree angle, but not enough to come all the way and get the traps involved. I'm still trying to kind of find what angle works best for my lateral heads. And I feel like I kind of get a little bit more of a well-rounded shoulder with the different angles. 7, 8.
God damn, your shoulders are fucking big as fuck.
3, 2, come on. 2. 9, good. Come on. This is easy shit, come on. If I'm doing a lateral, what I want to pay attention to is what muscle's on top. Meaning, as I come up, is my lateral head on top, or is my front delt leading more? So like this one, we want to externally rotate the arm. So as we come up, the lateral head is what's leading, which means that that's the muscle that's going to be working the most. If you come more thumb side up, your front delt's leading, that's going to be taking more of that work rather than the lateral head. Let's go, come on, even if they're partials.
This is what we got going on here today. The AC unit is broken and the guys that are up on the roof repairing it didn't have a plug-in up there, so it's the wrong time of year for your AC to go out. middle of August, like fuck that. That's why we're moving into new space come December, brand new, not gonna have issues, much bigger, super excited. So a lot of people don't understand this, like running a business is super difficult. A lot of people don't see the grind behind all of this. Like right now, UXO has been my dream. And for the past 3 years, it was my full-time job. I just recently re-entered back into the job market. And this was after having some tough discussions with other people that are successful. Like, you know, I'm personal friends with Rock, who owns Gym Reapers, and their business is exploding. He told me he didn't put himself on payroll with Gym Reapers until they were doing close to like $200,000 a month. I was like, man, I jumped the gun, jumping into the business and paying myself a salary so I could pay the bills at home. I was really limiting the business and what we could do. So re-entering the job market kind of sucks because it just means more work on my part. While I'm working my marketing job with a big tech firm, then I'm working UXO at night. And now I have more resources that I pulled in, people helping out here, shipping orders, doing content creation, marketing, helping the business grow. But the amount of money I had to pay myself in salary, I can now dump back in the business to grow the product lines, to invest in more assets, more resources. And it's difficult because you always hear people say like, oh, burn the boats. And that's the mentality I had when I jumped in. When you burn the boats, you need to be strategic about it. Make sure you don't cripple the business. Now the business continues to grow. We're moving into our new warehouse in December, which gives us a lot more space, which gives us a lot more room to do more things. And it's a brand new building. I mean, it's been great. We have this great content space here, but it's an older building, lots of problems. And the new spot, it's right off the freeway, so it gives us more visibility. So why am I bringing this up? Because when you have a passion and you're going after something, there's sacrifices that have to be made. And yeah, I've sacrificed already a lot over the past 3 to 4 years, but it's like I make this one more sacrifice to push the business hopefully forward faster and bigger. And even though we have video editors and people on staff that are doing content for us, I find myself still editing videos as well. You know, the more content we create, the more exposure we get. And that for me has been one of the most difficult things with running a business is how do we create more content? How do we get more awareness out there? You always got to be creating, guys. You always have to be creating, pushing stuff out, letting people know about you, letting them know about the business, your products. As it stands, social media, it's free. It's free. So take advantage of it. There's definitely the downsides to social media, but there's so many positives for an entrepreneur. So hopefully you learned something from this episode. We hope to see you guys next week. Appreciate you. Much love.